go down to the map, New Gettysburg.
All right, this is it, all on the line for Hurricane. This is the second time tonight where he's been on his final game for his tournament life, and all he has left in 2016 is the GSL. Can he bring it back? Let's find out, Tasteless.
This is game number 2, Hurricane versus Dark.
3, 2, 1.
Liftoff. Down here in the blue.
Samsung Galaxy. Hurricane.
And here in the red.
SK Telecom T1. Dark.
Lights out. So he's looking for this shutout 2-0 victory, which he could not achieve versus Hero. Ooh, this is smart. Hide the drone so the probe can't block you. That's a good adjustment. Again,
I love it.
In game 1, he wanted to pool first. In this game, he hides the drone instead. Both ways to trick the probe and get a small edge. So very well executed here.
It's a good job there duping Hurricane into thinking that maybe he's like, oh, is he going to go pool first again? And then gets in there. Nope. Hatch right away.
No, this is just going to be a standard gate Nexus core on the other side of things. Obviously, when you send the probe across the map, if you don't hatch block, it's frustrating because you're losing part of your income. But it's not like you lose the game over it. It's frustrating, but you can still just go into a normal build and you can continue to scout. And you even saw one of the things that you can do if you're a high mechanical pro gamer is deny close patch mining with your probe, because only one worker from one patch at the same time. So he did that for a little bit. Now he's going to deny his third. He still gets value from this probe, and that drone is never going to get a bite of that cake.
He just takes that cake and throws it in the drone's face. So we got the 3 hatches coming up here. Dark is playing the game that he wants to play. Now, I want to go back. I forget if I was casting with you or maybe it was somebody else. Maybe it was Valdez at SPO TV, where we saw SOS do this like really cool build on this map. He didn't win, but you could see he like really kind of good understanding. He gets like an Archon and puts it on the bridge, and then he like just starts to slowly push across.
I did not cast that game, but I watched it.
Okay, that was with Valdez then. Sorry. That was cool. I'm wondering if that's inspired some of the other players. You know, one thing about SOS as a player is he just really seems to understand the game on this level that a lot of other players are still trying to catch up to. Like, if we get a brand new map, I always want to see him play on that. But I've been curious if we're going to see something like that. He also was interested in taking the island early, too, and controlling that as well.
We might see DTs here again, Tasteless. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
It could also be a Glaives build. Let's wait and see. Let's.
I think it'll be Glaives, but if it's
it
DTs,
should be right. Like
he's got almost exactly enough to make a Dark Shrine though. Nope, Glaives.
I guess if it was going to be DTs, he probably would have made the Robo already, kind of like what we saw in the previous set. But
yeah, that's
Glaives,
a good point.
Glaives are more powerful in this situation in this series for the reasons you described several times, and the Russians on this map. I keep talking about it. If you don't block the bridge, then you know it's quite powerful. And then if you like try to use Lings, like if he doesn't get the information about what he's up against, Lings can't really fight against Adepts. But this is why Dark in every single non-mirror game goes for Overlord speed, because he will come in here and he will scout this. He sees it and he knows there's no Dark Shrine. Let's see if he even sends Lings across just to make sure that there's no Dark Shrine, because that would be like insane mode diligence.
Okay, he's coming in here now. 2 drones down. He's going to get a third.
Lings not paying attention.
Yeah, Ling's not quite over there yet, and it takes that out. Kind of an even trade, but you know, getting a few drones to start is handy. And now we have a Roach Warren coming here.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just going to like attack first.
You know, the big question I'm asking myself is how exactly is Hurricane going to handle Dark in the late game? Because that's really where Dark is scary. And that's kind of true for the majority of the good Zergs we've had. And we've had some players that have a lot of finesse early game and know how to cheese. But really, when you look at Dark, I mean, he just becomes...
Yeah, look at him right now, by the way.
Ridiculously big. And that's one of the fun things about Zerg in general, is when you just have just too much of the map.
Look at he's got a Ling checking every single part of the map for Dark Shrine, because he knows this is a possibility. He will only play this game with 100% information. He will not play with any missing piece. He checks every single part. Is there a Dark Shrine behind your third base? No. Okay, no. There's not Dark Shrine. I do not need to worry about that. I do not need to make spores. And he's actually going to make a ton of roaches here. Look, he's got 3 overlords on the way. As soon as that finishes, he's going to just make an overwhelming amount. And, like, when I look at what Hurricane is doing here, he rushed Glaives, made 3 Adepts, and starts Blink. Doesn't seem like a very cost-efficient or effective build. He's trying to change it on the fly. He's got 4 Adepts total. Goes into Blink in the 3rd base. I mean,
he's doing his due diligence. This is interesting by Dark because this is actually an incredible distance to travel. You know, they have to make this almost like horseshoe maneuver over the top here to then try to hit this base down here. But this could be unexpected, right? Like, I think a lot of Protosses kind of feel like Zerg won't bother them for a long time on this map. But he's going to go for this attack, and he's getting Burrow, interestingly enough, along with this. So he might actually take this base out and then start to burrow all over the place. He might even try to run in. I mean, let's see what happens. He's going to come in here right now.
Well, his 3 Adepts are going to be happy they have Glaives, but I don't think it's going to save them. As you can see, a big overcharge going down here. The Adepts finish, which is actually probably kind of a bad thing for Hurricane because that's wasted money because they are literally going to do less than nothing here. These 3 sentries, 4 sentries needs to pull the back. They cannot be killed by Biles or he will simply lose the game. And Dark is just going to kill this base on transition. As you said, he's getting Burrow. I'm going to actually burrow Lings at this base to stop the base from being retaken, force an Observer to come over. And, like, Hurricane doesn't have vision of anything. I'm not even sure that's why it's being shown. It's like he knows what he's dealing with right now. And even, like, Biles can kill these gases, deny these gases.
Actually, that did not occur to me.
This has actually happened in Pro League a few times.
This is actually kind of funny, yeah. So you could actually, like, almost have, like, a siege area over here. Now, the Mothership Core is, of course, a nuisance, but, I mean,
if you line 4 Biles up right, you can kill it no matter what. And he needs to move this. Whew.
But yeah, I mean, you could actually theoretically take out the. I think if that makes me think a lot. Yeah, I mean, if you were to actually take the Mothership Core out and have some time, because Protoss like can't ever beat Zerg without gas in StarCraft 2. I mean, it's like you just actually have to have gas. Like, you know, even when you're fast expanding, you get the gases very quickly. I mean, obviously gas is important all around, but really, if you were like to take out those 2 assimilators for a little bit, that would be like hugely problematic, right? No stalkers, no sentries. Yeah. What are you going to make, zealots? That's not going to be very good. Now
so
he's
going to
come in
here. With him?
He's going to try to come in here.
There are tons of Lings
and
a Spore.
I thought he was going to go by the ramp and try to block that off and then mass warp in, but like, look at Dark. He's just like ready for everything.
And he's just making Roach Ravager, and this will have. Like, this will become less effective as time goes on, but I think he wants to end the game soon. This base is being taken right now. That's another opening of attack. And Immortal's about to pop it, then he's going to switch into Disruptors. If he goes into Colossi again, he just has a fundamental misunderstanding of how this matchup works, but pretty sure he's going to go straight into double Robo Disruptor, and as soon as that Immortal finishes. And, okay, here's the first one. And if he can survive long enough, he can have this tech, but I just don't think he can.
Well, I mean, the other thing is I think he has to have the 3rd, right? The 3rd is actually pretty accessible for Zerg once they can actually like get in there and do the damage. If you're just denying the 3rd over and over, that's like one way that Zerg can win. It's a super conservative and safe way to do it. I mean, a lot of times we'll see them just try to like steamroll the other player, but you don't have to do that, right? I mean, they will eventually run out of minerals, and you should always have a bigger army if you keep stopping their expansion.
All right, he has a ton of Ravagers here. Oh, Lings already coming. The force field misses the ramp.
Beautiful. Okay.
That should be game over. There's no way he gets out of this one.
Thank God he dodged those Biles. Okay, I think Hurricane is realizing now there's basically, well,
that was the best Disruptor shot he could have ever gotten, and it's still not enough.
It's probably the best Disruptor shot in GSL Codex, and it still probably won't matter as he just spills in here, and that's going to be it. I mean, Dark, he's going to be our 2nd Zerg to move on, guys, and that's definitely something to be excited about.
So both favorites will advance today. Another Disruptor shot, almost the best we've ever seen, like probably the 2nd best in GSL history. Still not enough. That pylon's going to go down, it's going to unpower everything, and that will be game. Hurricane's tournament life for this year, it ends here.
He did a good job. I mean, he managed to stay around longer than Departure did, but this is the nature of the beast, man.
Look at that Artosis pylon go down, Tasteless. Whoa.
That is so many buildings. That's crazy. So, I mean, I don't know. He's still playing the game, guys, but he winning, I don't know if that's going to be a thing.
He's typing out GG.
Dark. Nicely done. Dark did it.
2nd Zerg to advance. 1 of 2. Moving into the round of 16. Very impressive play, textbook play. And we look at the group, you can see two clear favorites. And Hurricane doesn't seem too upset about this. It's tough to come to terms with the fact that basically he is done for official tournaments for the year. But he's got, you know, if he decides to keep playing the game, he's got a, you know, a future next year. It's rough, but Dark just outplayed him. He's another caliber of player. And dude, that's where we end things here tonight.
This was like a really short night, right? Let me see here.
It got a bit longer, but it's still only 9 o'clock.
All right, guys, on to the interview. Let's see how Dark feels. Our second Zerg to advance is Dark. Congratulations. Thank you.
네, 저그가 이렇게 안 좋은 상황에서 두 번째로 올라가는 선수입니다. 소감 어떠세요?
Zergs have been having a hard time, but you're our second Zerg to advance. How do you feel?
준호 형한테 너무 제가 못해서 져서 정말 많이 분했고.
Well, I lost to Hero.
최종전에
I didn't really perform well in that match, so I'm not as satisfied as I could be.
사실 저희 입장에서는 그래도 박명우 선수가 올라가는
I wanted Hero to get out in the final match, but anyways, I was able to beat Hurricane.
아무래도 박명우 선수니까 그 승자전이 가장 기억에 남으실 것 같아요. 1세트의 프로스트 너무 아까워요. 자, 상대에게 죽음의 무도를 선물할 수
Tell us about the winners match you played against Hero.
어떠셨어요?
당하면서도 너무 화가 났고.
네.
근데 제가 좀
I was really angry after seeing him seeing Hero advance.
1세트 확실히 약간 불멸자가 왔을 때 일꾼 많았거든요.
I wouldn't even say Hero played that well. I just think I underperformed. So I'm actually still frustrated and disappointed in myself for that game.
좀 뭐라 해야 되지? 과잉 수비를 한 것 같아요, 제가.
경기에서 줄곧 과잉 수비를 하는 게 패인다.
I actually think I over-defended against Hero, and that was one of the reasons why I lost.
있었지만 그래도 진출하게 됐습니다. 박명우 선수 이번 시즌 GSL 많이 올라가고 싶어 하실 것 같아요. 어떠세요? 저는 깜짝 놀랐어요. 박명우 선수 이렇게 클래스가
You said your goal is to go to the finals for this GSL.
그래서 지금까지 GSL 하면서 8강에 한 번도 올라간 적이 없는 걸로 알고 있는데.
네.
I've never actually been in the quarterfinals of a GSL, so my first goal is to just get to the quarterfinals.
열심히 하실 거죠?
당연히 지금도 열심히.
And then I basically want to end my jinx in the GSL, and maybe if I get to the quarterfinals, then we can think about the finals.
기대가 되는데요. 조지명식과 그리고 앞으로 남은 경기들 각오 부탁드립니다.
사실 조지명식은 SK의 내부에서는 그냥 무조건 티켓로 생각하고 있어요. 제가 스타리그에서 해놓은 게 있기 때문에.
I think I'm going to get a team kill in the group selection. There's a few other SK team players.
최선을 다해서 8강 올라갈 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
Honestly, though, I don't really care what group I go into. I'm just going to do my best to advance.
이렇게 알아서 말씀해 주시다니 기대해 보겠습니다. 다시 한번 2위 진출 축하드립니다.
감사합니다.
네. 자, 이렇게 이번 시즌 두 번째 진출한 저그 박명우 선수와 이야기 나눠봤고요.
I know that we wanted more Zergs to advance, but I think Dark is like the Zerg, right?
He is the Zerg. He is the SSL champion. A sad day for Hurricane and Departure because both of them are out of the two main star leagues we have here, SSL and GSL, for the year. But they put up a good fight, I feel, considering they're in one of the toughest groups with two champions.
That's right. Here are our results, guys. Sorry tonight didn't go on for longer. Actually, one of our shorter GSL Codes days so far this entire year. But guys,
some good games in there, though. I mean,
absolutely,
it was a great night, a good storyline.
Yeah. Quick reminder, I know people are tuning out usually after the games are done. We have another Code S Day on Friday and then ASL on Sunday and Tuesday, so be there for that.
And SSL tomorrow.
SSL tomorrow, right?
So more StarCraft.
Lots of StarCraft all the time, every day.
Do check that out tomorrow, and of course the GSL Code S on Friday. And yeah, I mean, we'll see how both Dark and Hero do in this tournament. They both are looking really, really good. Here's our matches for Friday. Deer, Patience, Bill, and Speed.
That's going to be a good group. Really curious to see how Patience does. I have no idea where he'll place it at GSL Code S, but everybody is saying he's like one of the super top-tier Protosses right now.
Yeah, he really is. And Speed, again, one of our no-team players. That's really rare to have a player that's so good that he can go to Code S without having that Kesper practice that you were talking about, having like a coach, a playing coach,
right,
a maid, someone who cooks your meals for you. Like, he's doing this all on his own. He's in Code S. That's crazy.
One-man army, right?
Yeah.
Guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. Well, thank you so much for casting with me today.
It was a pleasure, as always.
That's right. It was another good day. Guys, we love you. Thank you for joining us here at the GSL Code S, and tune into the SSL tomorrow, and then we will both be back on Friday for another day of the GSL Code S.
That's right.
Take care. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Till next time.